Oh my, oh my. It's already gonna be that kind of start, huh? I see. How's everybody doing out there? I see AG's in the house. Mosh. Nice to see you. And I did see Grot in there earlier. He threw a couple ice creams my way. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Well, folks, it's Wednesday. That means, well, oh, Catherine. Hello, hello. I'm glad to see you. So it's Wednesday, which, yeah, that starts out with Prepper's Corner. Yoga Pants, how's it going? You'll be lurking? All right. We'll be around. But yeah, it's Prepper's Corner, and actually, yeah, you guys know I've been putting together that website. I think it's looking alright, but I did find quite a few good deals today over on Amazon and AG. I know you're I know you're not a fan of Amazon, so unfortunately this is going to just sound like a horrible infomercial for you for a little while, but we'll get off the subject sooner than later. And it looks like we got Grot in. Bringing him in here just in a little bit. Gonna flip over to the website here. And let's see. Well, I thought I was gonna flip over to the website. For some reason it's claiming it's not there. So let's reload that, and then we'll bring Mr. Grot in. The man, the myth, the legend. Let's see here. You'll have to forgive me, guys. I had this all set up. Don't know what happened, so we'll just do a new one. Just quickly. There you go. Now you're getting an OBS tutorial at the same time here. There it is. Just what you wanted to do was learn something that you don't ever want to use. Let's get that over here. We'll get that good sized up here. There we go. Beauty. All right. Let's see, Grot's going to give me a high sign here as soon as he gets settled in. And we're just going to bring him on. Mr. Grotness, can you hear me?
I got you loud and clear. How you got me?
5x5, so we're doing all right so far.
Awesome. Making my way a little deeper into right field.
You got to avoid that right field. I'm telling you, they all come to right field.
Ain't nothing going on out here.
So yeah, no, I found a few good deals. I think, anyways, on Amazon today, and figured I'd bring them to the forefront if you guys wanted to take a look at them and kind of go from there. But let's just start off with. You guys remember when I was playing around with the Stanley cook set? This little 2-cup cook set? And Mr. Grot, do you have one of these by chance?
I have something similar to it. I was just on your webpage looking at it, and it's really convenient the way that they're stacking inside of each other. So.
Yeah, and actually, if you get the Ozark Trail foldable cup, the little stainless steel one that they sell for like $4, it nests right on the bottom of this. So you can actually have 2 cook sets, or 2 ways of cooking, for like, well, let's see, it'd be $19.47. 2 cups.
Yeah, the prices on everything that you listed today were really good.
Yeah, and I own the next one coming up too. I went kind of crazy with Stanley stuff. well, I'm not an ultralight guy, so I don't pack ultralight. All of my stuff is heavy stainless steel. But for the price, I don't know. That base camp set that's coming up here next. This is the one that I paid $80 for it back when it first came out. And this set, I can tell you that a full-size cottontail rabbit fits right down inside of that stew pot really nicely. With some veggies and onions and taters. But no, it cleans up well. It's heavy stuff. And for $60, I mean, 25% off, you're getting a heavy-duty frying pan, I think it's a 2.5 quart stock pot, bowls, plates, the whole freaking 9 yards. And then you have its new replacement. They got rid of the bowls and plates and they brought in this, it's like a 1.5 quart saucepan. That's the new Stanley Even Heat camp cook set. And what they changed on this one, there's a much thicker bottom on all of these. So it's got that laminated steel with aluminum in the center to kind of spread the heat out better. So when you're cooking on the ultralight stoves and stuff like that, you know how they get the burn spot right in the center of the pan? This kind of evens out the heat on it, but it's up to you. I mean, for $118, it's 3 pans, I guess. But I think the buy of the day is probably that Stanley Base Camp set. 25% off, and I have banged and beat mine around for 3 years now at elk camp, and it's still going strong. So, and then let's see, and guys, it's funny because I have thought to myself a few times that I would even buy one of these kits and put it in my house, because if you live in a smaller house or an apartment and you don't have a lot of cabinets, they all nest together. You can put all your pans together. You're storing the size of the main pot, the big stock pot. So it is all nesting. For those college kids, if they actually want to cook instead of eating crap all day, it's not a bad thing. I also come across a self-inflatable camp pad. And this was kind of interesting. You'll have to click into it and see exactly how they claim it's self-inflating. There's a bag at the very end where that red valve is. And all you do is cover it with your hand and push down, and that's supposed to fill it right up, I guess. I have not used this one, but I figured for $30, if it's 4.7 inches thick, I think it's got a weight capacity of like 700 pounds, so you can't really go wrong with it. It's a 4-season pad, so it is insulated on the inside. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And for anybody that does hammock camping, pad is required. You end up looking like a taco if you don't have a pad in there. But just to let you know, if anybody caught the hammock review video, you'll see why. Next up is the Thermacell backpack mosquito repeller. For anybody out there, especially you folks down south where the mosquitoes like never die, I don't know what the hell. You guys, I feel so sorry for you guys. I mean, we deal with mosquitoes like 2 months out of the year, and I hate it. I couldn't imagine like 6-8 months out of the year. It'd drive me insane. But what's nice about this Thermacell, this is the Gen 2. So if you notice, this one doesn't have, how the old one was big and bulky and almost looked like one of those 1970s walkie-talkies that you'd carry around? Because it had its own Thermacell that you had to put in there, plus the little pads, plus this, plus that. And it didn't really, it would cover like 5 square feet around you. This one, I think they said it's up to 15-foot zone. And it uses the isobutane containers that you already have for like your camp stoves. So anymore, you're just packing that little very top part that you see there. And that's it. AG, I don't do hammocks. I'd look like a rolled hot dog. Well, there's a possibility there, AG. You might look like a rolled hot dog. I guess if you spun yourself in there tight enough, you wouldn't need a mosquito net then. This was something interesting. Now, the price isn't all that great on it. It was only 15% off, but a half-mile Hosmart rechargeable driveway alarm. For some of those folks out there that, you live on a few acres, you can't see all of it, maybe you have a back entrance into your property, this might not be a bad option for you. Basically, it's just a motion detector and a sensor that's inside the house, or an alarm that's inside the house, and it will tell you what one is being tripped with an audible alarm and a flashing light. So you're not just, hoping for a gunshot kind of thing. But for $108, I thought if it covers a half a mile, that's kind of impressive. And we got winter coming up, so of course the tow straps are all out there. This one is a 35,000 pound, which, yeah, that'd pull the diesel out without a problem. I think I'm only 17,000, 18,000, so. 3-inch strap, 30 feet long. Comes with the D-rings, which is nice in this day and age. I don't know. How many people out there know when you're pulling like a front-wheel drive car, where do you hook the strap? Just curious. On most modern vehicles, I guess I should say. Grot, do you know?
Nope, I haven't had to pull.
Okay, so if you ever... Now, this is most cases. If you look across the front bumper, there'll be a little plastic... it's probably about a 2.5 inch by 2.5 inch square. So it's about yay big by yay big. And it'll be painted to match with the bumper. And what you do is you get your flat screwdriver in there and pop that out. And there'll be a threaded kind of flat bar in there. And usually in the trunk or in the glove box, there'll be about a 6-inch eyelet that you thread into that hole. And that's threading directly into the frame, so you don't have to crawl underneath, and it's a safe spot to pull. You're not tearing up bumpers and stuff with it. So look for that if you ever do have to pull somebody out. Like I said, most modern cars now have a tow spot on the front. So, and on the back, God knows, just rip it off. Who cares? They shouldn't have went in the ditch in the first place, right? I did come across a double inflatable mat for, if you actually wanted to snuggle with the wife. You have room to roam now. At $53, it wasn't bad. It's self-inflating again. It's got the little pump down by the feet. From what I've seen, these have actually been fairly decent reviewed online. I haven't had the opportunity to order one yet. I probably should. One of these days. Now, I know I'm going to get crap about this next one, just because of what it's named. It's the Extremist Hunting Knife with Cordura Sheath, 11-inch machete. I don't know where they found their paracord, but 750-pound rated paracord? You ever heard of 750? I've heard of 550. I don't know. I'm thinking there must be an extra strand or two. Either that or the Chinese guy typed it wrong, I'm guessing. But it does have the fire steel, and so that's good to have on hand. The whistle, I'm guessing you could throw it away, but you could try it. But what I like about it is you're paying $15.35 or 39 cents for a knife that you know you're going to beat the crap out of, because that's what it's for. So you're not screwing up your bushcrafting knife to slash and cut stuff out of the way. And right now it's on sale for $15.39, plus you can click the 20% off coupon, which gives you another $3 off. So you're actually into the thing for like $13. But I don't know. Uh-oh. Was that an out of the park hit?
It was close. That was a really good hit.
I saw the eyes tracking. AG says, I don't like paracord wrapped handles. Use your paracord and you're stuck with the handle. Well, yes. What I would suggest is probably, to be honest with you, the first thing I would do is take the paracord off of there and get a hockey stick wrap and wrap that handle so it's actually usable. So, all right, so you're in the thing $17 if you buy $5 worth of hockey stick tape, or tennis rackets tape, or tape for those that have weak wrists. But still, for $20, and I'm not chewing up my $180 bushcraft knife. All right, I'll take it. Now here's an interesting one, and everybody's gonna wonder why in the hell I even put these on. But it's coming up here soon in the show, probably Friday's show, I'm guessing. Resistant band set. God, I'll give you one guess why I put it on. Why would I pay $8.40 for a resistant band set? And I'll give you a hint, it's not working out, because I mean, look at me, for God's sake. What?
To bind things together.
Absolutely. So really good cordage. I mean, it's always tightening itself no matter what. But the main reason I'm putting it on, and give you guys a hint, I already have one set that I picked up from Walmart. We have a do-it-yourself coming up, and we're going to make another small tin to take along with us. And we're going to do some hunting. Now, has anybody ever shot a flat-banded slingshot? Ah, see, I saw the eyes light up there. Oh, AG's on. Hold on. Let's bring you in too there, AG. How are you, sir?
Not sure how this is going to work. I haven't used this in a while.
Oh, you sound good.
Ready?
Grok, can you hear him fine?
Loud and clear.
All right. Yeah. If you've never shot a flat-banded slingshot, they're much faster than the tube style, because there's a coefficient of elasticity is what they call it. And these exercise bands, which I have one right here, have a 5.5 times elasticity. So that means you can stretch them 5 times longer than their length. So you can put like a 4-inch band on and get a 28-inch draw. And they retract 5 times as fast as tubing. So they speed your shot up to about, with a light band like I have for my son that we built, it's probably about 90 feet a second, which doesn't sound very fast until you put a 3/8-inch steel shot behind it. It hits fairly hard. Hard enough to take out a rabbit, but that's why I put the workout bands in. And for those of you that are wondering who in the heck we're talking to, we're going to flip over to the panel view here. Now, see, look at that. Everybody shows up all pretty. AG's got is that a coin, sir? I don't. What's your logo?
It's actually an old NRA hunting coin.
Ah, yeah. It blurred it up a little bit, so I couldn't tell. But cool. So Grot's now adjusting everything. He's got to make himself look pretty. Hold on. Although he was teasing me earlier because I didn't have my hat on, and yeah. But so, what have you guys come across? What are you prepping on? What are you? What's the most important thing you're concentrating on right now?
For me, it's right now just getting actual silver and just converting a bunch of legal tender to silver coins, 50-cent pieces. So I've got enough food. I've got, a Berkey filter. I've got a lot of, maybe about 6 months of food for the whole family, a 25-year long storage. So now it's just, is there a way to have our own transactions using silver And there's some pretty interesting websites out there that auto convert. If you wanted to buy, I don't know, a shovel, how much 90% coinage would it cost for that $20 shovel? And it comes out to like, 25 cents or something. So
Gotcha.
using those websites, you can have your own, if the dollar were to fail, then you could have your own currency and way to transact. So I'm focusing on that right now. Over.
AG, what have you been looking at or practicing? Been out in the wood?
Well, I've been out, working on my fishing, my survival skills.
Good.
Basically just your average everyday redneck stuff, really.
Although I did remember somebody talking about he was playing around with copper.
Yeah, I've been stripping. I got 3 5-gallon
Good Lord.
buckets of scrap iron or scrap copper, and I've been stripping it, and I'm going to end up taking it and selling it. And
Gonna say, so are you melting it down, or are you just gonna sell it as like Bear Bright number 2?
oh hell no, I'm not taking that effort to melt it down and stuff. I mean,
Well, you're no
I'll let
fun.
someone else deal with it.
And that's that's another thing that you guys can be looking at. I know right now there's a lot of new construction going on, and there's a lot of large remodel projects. Not so much small stuff, but if you can get in with some of those companies and just see if you can dig through that big dumpster sitting outside. Scrap steel and scrap copper is at an all-time high right now. And then I would take and do what Grot's doing and convert that into precious metals. Which it's funny because copper is a precious metal, but nobody ever thinks to trade in that. But you're talking, what the heck is Bear Bright right now? Isn't it like $3.60 a pound or something like that? Which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it doesn't take a lot of copper to make a pound. Stuff's heavier than you think. Let's just check scrap prices here quick. I have this. By the way, if you guys ever wonder what I'm looking at, there's an iScrap app. Well, let's see here. Let's get it to where there you go. iScrap app. It'll tell you the average prices around the nation. If you get in good with your scrapyard, though, it helps. Let's see here. Yeah. Skip. All right, so it looks like number 1 Bear Bright right now is sitting at $3.55. So that's, for those that don't know, number 1 Bear Bright is basically new copper. Nothing that has any tarnish or solder or anything like that on it. Copper tubing number 1 is going to be cutoffs basically again. It's been installed but never been soldered on. Then number 2 copper's, well, God, that's amazing. Number 2 copper is the stuff that's tarnished that has a little bit of solder on it, a little bit of imperfections, and it's still $3.02 a pound. So I don't know. Hey, Rot slipped in a. Oh, I see. You should drop that in.
Yeah, it's a pretty good link. You go in there and you put whatever the value of silver is right now, and then however much in the American dollar value you would want to buy of something, whatever that good or service would cost in an American dollar, and then it converts it to 90% silver value. And so that's what that link is for.
Nice. I'm gonna dump that, if you don't mind. I'm gonna dump that right in the chat. So anybody wants to check it out, they can. The site foreman will set. Yeah, a lot of times if you let one of the site foremans know, you're right, Uncle Krusty. Let them know that you're scrapping, and they'll ask the guys to set stuff aside. Sometimes you can buy them a case of beer or something like that at the end of the day, and they're plumb happy with you. They're just throwing it away anyway, so I would definitely lean into the scrapping world right now. In fact, I'm gonna take a run myself here shortly for some sheet iron. I got some old furnaces and stuff that I pulled out, and it's gonna go. It's time. But I don't know. So what else is going on in the world? Let's see. There's plenty of scrap iron over in Afghanistan if we can, get over there. I saw today that the Taliban was upset with us that we destroyed some helicopters. They were pissed. I thought, you dumb subbitches. We left them enough anyway. I don't think they need to be complaining about the ones we could destroy. But I don't know. Yeah, it's more interesting every day. I saw Uncle Krusty was heading down the what is it called again? There, Uncle Krusty, the inmate law, or oh no, it's organic law. What? Any new fronts on that? I saw Hippie 605 got kicked off for a little bit, but I don't think it was for organic law. But I'm trying to wrap my head around this organic law thing. I'm still lost on it. Common law, I guess I've heard of that, but yeah, I was joking. Yeah, organic law. At some point in time, we're gonna bring him on, and one of these nights, and everybody's gonna ask him some questions about organic law and see what y'all think. Hippie got nailed for copyright. Yeah. If you're running any videos right now, for those of you out there that do stream, if you're running any videos directly from YouTube and just letting them play, you're gonna get nailed. Organic law is common law. Well, then what the hell you call it organic law for? Just call it common law. It's way easier. So, AG, are you any thoughts of you coming back to the streaming world, or you having to take a break for a while?
Yeah,
Oh,
I am having to take break because of real life stuff going on, but I do want to get back into it, but right now it's not the time.
Yeah. I did enjoy watching your gameplay. That was kind of fun. It was different. There are 4 principles to organic law. Isn't there just one principle? Oh, I'm so damn confused by this. Anybody else understand organic law? Raise your hands. Oh, wait, no, that was Biden that did that. Hey, did you see that schmuck on when we were returning our 13 Marines? Now, you can't answer this, so you just stay out of it. How the dipshit decided to check his watch to evidently he had somewhere more important to be. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Man doesn't have any respect. I know that, but in a few months, Grot will be able to speak his mind, but we'll have to give him a break because right now he just can't. For those of you that aren't aware, so yes, sir. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with our current situation. Pray, I guess. It's about all we can do for that individual. Yeah. And is it true that we left a bunch of service dogs behind too? You guys been hearing that? Yeah, you're in a spot where you're surrounded right now, aren't you? You have me on speaker? You need an earbud. Uh-huh. All right. So we need to talk about something else. Hey, has anybody picked up a pellet rifle lately?
I actually have 3 of them.
All right. Caliber?
Let's see, let's see, I think it's a 22.
22? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I've been actually looking at the 25s. Have you seen any of those?
No, I haven't.
They have a 25 caliber out now that's a little bit faster. And of course, it's shooting a little heavier bullet. But I'm wondering, because it's still a break action, I wonder how it's going to be to cock the damn thing. 22 Gamma all the time. There you go. Because my 22 Gamma Whisper is, it's not bad, but about pellet number 20. Starts getting fairly tough to cock that thing. Your shoulder starts wearing out in a big hurry. But, Grot, do you have any pellet rifles?
I got a 177.
Oh, okay. What type? Gamma or?
Say again?
What type is it? Is it a Gamma or what's the
Gamma.
make on it? Gamma? Have you seen any of the guys down in your neck of the woods hunting hogs with the big bore air rifles yet?
Only ARs?
No. There was I can't remember who it was. There was one of the hunters on TV was using a 9mm air rifle.
Whoa.
Yeah, you fill the damn thing with a scuba tank. So it's like 4,000 psi is what you have to fill it to. Yeah. But it's quiet and it's fast and it's not having to be registered.
Wow.
Uh-huh. And they make all the way up to a 50 cal. And the cool part about the 50 caliber is it has a conversion that you can shoot arrows out of it.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fascinating.
It's well, here, let me see if I can look it up here quick. Well, that was fun. My mouse was on your screen and the other screen at the same time. Uh-oh. We're gonna get Grot in trouble here. Let me just see if I can look this lovely pellet rifle up. Right there, the Dragon Claw dual tank. And let's see if I can bring that up right here. Here you go. 50 caliber, 679 feet per second. So it's about like shooting a black powder. And I wonder, so Amazon does not sell, but I know if you go to direct to Dragon Claw, you can get the arrow conversions for this lovely little rifle right here. And you can actually, there's when you cock these, you have two positions on the bolt. So halfway back is low power. That's for your archery arrows. And all the way back is for your lead slug. And they also sell shotgun rounds for this too. It's BBs in a plastic case that are that break open after you fire it. Yeah. So yes, Robert 208 says, "Damn, $800 for a pop gun." It's a little more than a pop gun. And remember, this is an $800 pop gun that you don't have to do a background check on. Just saying. Not that I'm recommending anything along that lines. And it's a versatile pop gun. Uncle Krusty, thank you for the diamond, sir. And yeah, they make all calibers air rifles. They do. There is quite a few different ones out there. But yeah, it's an option for those of us that don't want to have our name on a list. They're not fast, but they'll at least get you some food. It'll drop wild hog. Yep. They $800 for a Pop-Tart. Hey Tim, how's it going? Like I said, that's getting a little aggressive. Catherine gifted a sub. Now I gotta go see who she gifted to. And Catherine, thank you. And Fire Soldier, welcome. sit down, strap in. It's gonna get ugly. But so, could you ever catch yourself carrying around an air rifle and really thinking that you have some sort of weapon? Just curious. I know a lot of people look at them as toys. I mean, they're yeah. But I'll tell you what, I got some interesting. So for my 177, I shoot these little buggers right here. We got that faux ballistic tip, but they work well. But I came across some new ones, and I don't know how well the camera's going to pick these up. These are a heavy load. These run about 18 grams, where these are like 7. So when they hit with a little more authority. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of for this whole air gun movement thing going on, and I'm wondering how long it's going to be before they make you register them, because now they're getting large enough that there's going to be some concerns, I'm sure. But I don't know. Right now, they're not, so might want to make the move on it now. Wow, that's cool. I'm getting a double. Grot's got me turned up so he can hear me. So what's new in the industry? Have you had any movement in any of your applications?
Just one. So there's a specials program in Ohio, like some kind of secret squirrel stuff. So they gave me a call, and so I'm one of about 20 that they called back out of about 1,000. So that's good. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, at least you're 1/20th. I mean, that's not bad.
Hey,
but
I'll take it.
Who in the hell would ever live in Ohio, though? I just. Hey, AG, where are you from again?
Yeah, Ohio's all right, but it's not getting too great.
Tie in the middle and round on both sides.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. You guys haven't went through it. Is Ohio still doing any of the crazy coof stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but there's getting to be a pretty good pushback.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's kind of what it's going to require, it would appear, because Australia made some pretty good headway, but I don't know. We'll see. Tim's best friend is from Ohio. Who is Tim's best friend? I don't know. You can't use them for wildlife. Oh, they pass through. You're talking on the heavy rounds there, Uncle Krusty? Or are you talking the little light ones? Yeah, my Gamma, it shoots at 1,300 feet per second, so I guess it's not a slouch. But it's just a little bitty thing going out there. It doesn't take much for the air to move that. But I'll tell you what, it works damn good on pigeons. Sorry for those of you that are afraid to eat a pigeon. Just go to your fancy restaurant and order squab, and you'll be eating a pigeon.
City chicken.
Yeah, city chicken, exactly. Park chicken. Although some of those city, I don't know. I'll eat the pigeons out here because all they do is sit around and eat weed all day long. But some of that stuff that they eat in like Central Park, I don't know. Rats with wings. Crazy. I did this last weekend. We went out and did a little primitive camping. Only thing I took with was the hammock and my fire kit. And the guy I was with challenged me. He of course, he had a Bic lighter. And he challenged me. He said, "I'll bet you can't get a fire lit." All right, fine. Well, that little bugger right there lit me a fire. It was a hell of a lot harder than a Bic lighter, I'll say that. But I got it done. We did have some. he brought down a cooler with, of course, the most interesting stuff to cook, pork chops. When you don't have a grill, pork chops are kind of interesting. And 9 cans of Spam. Yeah. But I ended up taking out a cottonwood tree. There was a small, I don't know, it was probably a 2-inch round sapling. Because I was needing some sort of green wood to cook over. Otherwise, you're going to start it on fire and just have a bunch of pork chops in the bottom of your fire. Yeah, I cut that down, speared them on there like it was the world's largest shish kebab you ever seen in your life. And he brought me corn on the cob, which no way to cook that. So that just got thrown straight in the fire. And potatoes and onions. Hence if you've been on the website, you saw the potatoes and onions recipe. And if anybody hasn't ever made that, you need to try that. Potatoes, onions, a little butter, salt and pepper, wrap it up in foil, throw it in the fire. Call it good. Cooks itself. Don't dick around with it. But yeah, we ended up having that. Spent the night down there and got home. Now, one thing was interesting. We didn't have any water. And right now as everybody knows, in Montana, it's a pretty severe drought going on right now. Hey, I am. How's it going? And of course, we get down on this creek bottom where we're going to camp. 2 days ago, it had running water. It did not have running water when we got down there. It was dry as a bone. But we're kicking rocks and, a little angry. But I had a shovel with me. Dug down about 2 foot, got past the gravel line, and we had running water again. It was running under the ground, like flowing under the ground. So you come up on a creek bottom and you think it's bone dry, do a little digging. You might find out that there's plenty of water there. And the nice part is it was running through the gravel bar, so there was, it was kind of pre-filtering. Boiled some up. Drank some hot coffee when it was 80 degrees outside. That was awesome. But at least we had something to drink. And no, it was a fun time. And of course, we had the wives down there too, so they were all staring at us like we were crazy. You guys know about that. Well, AG used to know about that. He chased his off. He was thinking. But, I see Sergeant Bob's here, the dancing chicken. Nice to see you back, sir. Yeah, no, it was a good time, and I would recommend. I really, really hope. What the fuck, Chuck? What? I really do hope that people are getting out and practicing a little more. I think it's going to be an important thing to be doing here, really soon. A friend of mine and I were talking, and maybe I'm the only one. Well, I'm not. He was in the same boat I am. But in most of our life, we've made pretty good money with the things that we've done, and we've kind of lost this point where, what's a good way to put this? It's not as important anymore. It doesn't feel as important, I guess. I have a bunch of cash on you because you're just waiting for that shoe to drop that the cash ain't all that important anymore. When Uncle Sam calls up and says, hey, by the way, we digitized all your cash, and well, unfortunately, we could only get you 75% of what you actually had in the account because the dollar has dropped. What are you going to do?
Lucky to get 25%.
Yeah, exactly, or 25%. That's why, for instance, Afghanistan, digital dollar. There was a reason that they went to that, is they couldn't pay their I guess, state workers, because they are a state altogether. So they went to a digital currency so they could kind of fictitiously pay their government workers. kept everybody happy, and all it did was run the whole country in a humongous debt. Wonder why the dude that packed up and ran off took all the actual cash with him. Anyway, so I don't know. It's getting tougher and tougher to care about the almighty dollar, and it's seeming to be more important to have skills and supplies than it is the dollar. Give me just a second, though. I'm going to hop off. Sorry about that. I have a helper today. He's a 3-year-old helper going on 4. So, yeah, you know how it is. Paracord is generally nylon and synthetic cordage. Makes really good rope burn. Well, yeah. Horse leads are cotton. Cotton is great as long as you can keep it dry, or if you get it wet, you get it dried out real quick. Otherwise, it has a tendency to want to come apart on you. But cotton is cotton and jute, two that I would keep around too, not just paracord. And actually, for you Southern boys, have you seen any bank line laying around? Tarred bank line? No. Oh my. AG, you have to have some tarred bank line laying around.
No, actually, I've got some burlap though.
No, burlap works. What's nice about tarred bank line is it's about, probably about a quarter of the cost of paracord. And if you get number 36 bank line, I think it's 330 pound breaking strength. And it's tarred. So if you want to use it as a set line, doesn't degrade. But I live in North Dakota. The rain is fantastic. Fantasy. Well, yeah. Sorry, yoga. But yeah, it's. Oop. I just got the message that Grot's phone was. Oh, and now he's back for just a second. I'm guessing he's going to say goodbye. Let me bring him on. All right. Oh. What the heck? Come on. Stay on. There you are. Quickly.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for having me on. It was great seeing y'all, fam. Hey, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all next time. Have a good night.
See you, Grot. Thanks.
Have a good one.
If we're still on when you make it home, stop in.
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll see you later. Yeah, tarred bank line is something that it's an option for you if you don't enjoy paracord. Need det cord, not paracord. If I could get my hands on some. But yeah, that tarred bank line is really good stuff. You can use it as a ridge line for your any of your tarps, anything like that. Like I said, it's got about a 330 pound breaking strength. And what's really nice is when your dexterity's down, when it's rather cold outside. We do not double boil our water, but I know the source of the water most of the time, so rolling boil for, 10 minutes, you're usually pretty good. But yeah, if your hands are a little cold or anything like that, nice part about tarred bank line is it'll stand out on its own, so fishing it through an eyelet or something like that is much easier than paracord. But yeah, AG, you'll have to get you some. I think it's like $20 for 500 feet. It's cheap stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I mean, I've heard of it before. I just don't have any on me, so.
Gotcha. I wonder, let's see. Is Uncle Krusty mic'd up? Wonder if he's going to be on tonight or not. If he is, I'll send him a link and we can bring him on too.
Get him started early, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Get his voice warmed up, Oh yeah, Tim, how did life with Ida go? Did you have a torrential downpour there in Pennsylvania? all cordage definitely has its benefits and its drawbacks. So Yoga, are you guys having to double boil your water out there, or what's going on? Grod says Krusty can give us a 101 class. There we go. Loads of rain, wires and trees down. Oh, that ain't good. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I don't ever have to worry about a hurricane over in this neck of the woods. Now, Ohio, you guys are fairly close. Did you get anything out of Ida?
Oh, we got a little bit of rain. That's
Okay.
about it. A lot of wind, but
Oh,
yeah, had to knock down my flag, so I had to go out and put that back up.
nice. I get the feeling that Sarge is a little upset with our politicians right now. He says,
Yeah, I definitely see that.
if I was to pack out, I would, because of that. Keepers can't think of a parasite that actually resists the first boil. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you boil it for, of course, you don't want it to just reach boiling, shut it down, and try to use it. You want to boil it for a bit. Huh.
Yeah.
Robert only has to worry about earthquakes. Well, that's not true. Robert, I know where you're at. There is one other thing you have to worry about. Same thing I got to worry about. If Yellowstone ever cracks off, we're all in trouble anyway, so it ain't going to matter. Had some flooding, Tim? Well, that's power outages. Well, that's going to be fun. Hopefully, yeah, of course, folks up in Pennsylvania, I'm sure you got a few generators laying around there, so you might be doing all right. Suppose I should let me get Uncle Krusty a link here. If he's so inclined.
Yeah, I think if Yellowstone goes off, I'm just far enough to suffer through it.
Yeah, you'll get to freeze.
I'll get a nice suntan beforehand, though.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, forest fires are awesome right now. Is it smoky over in Idaho there, Robert? They've kind of moved out here, but they're still a little bit of a problem. Yesterday was fairly smoky. Robert says he'll be vaporized if it goes off. Yeah, I'm thinking I probably would be. You can cook on the rocks in Yellowstone. That's true. Yeah, Robert's having bad smoke. Tim says he's not worried. He's got oil lamps, oil heaters, and an oil stove. Yeah, you cheater. I know the stoves you have, too. You got those nice kerosene Amish stoves. Those are... I can't get my hands on one. I've been trying. Can't find one. Not out in my neck of the woods, anyway. Robert's only about 3 hours from Yellowstone. Yeah. Yeah, you'll get to see it all in action there, buddy. If it ever goes. So what else is new in your world there, AG?
Not a whole lot interesting, really. Just, well, I've been, well, the most entertaining thing really that's happened is my gas line broke into the house, so yeah, I'm currently working without gas.
Wow. And whose responsibility is that one? Is it the power company's or yours?
It's on the property, so it's technically mine.
Oh. Well, that makes it nice.
Yeah, isn't it?
What it just separated, or did you guys have some ground shift out there, or what?
Well, it started off, there was a gas leak up the road a ways. And they had to dig up some of the lines. Well, somewhere in between there, something happened to my line, and now it's my problem.
Oh. Huh. And I suppose it's one of those things where you can't do the work yourself. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's got to be professional, and of course they've got to have it inspected, which also costs me money. So.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, isn't it?
Wow. It is amazing the amount of crap we have to go through just to fix something. I remember I was putting up a
red tape.
Yeah, red tape. I was putting up a garden shed at our house here in town, and well, I had tore down an old garden house, and it was one of those cheap tin, I don't know, rotted out piece of junk just sitting there, but it was on a nice concrete slab. So I tore it off, started putting up a garden shed that was the same size. It was just 10 by 10, and had a neighbor walk over and looked inside and snuck up behind me. I was weeding, so I didn't even hear him. Snuck up behind me, scared the living crap out of me. I about beamed him with the frickin' weed eater. And he says, you don't have a building permit. I said, a building permit? Well, yeah, for that garage you're putting up. I said, you talking about the garden shed? Yeah, you got to have a building permit. I'm gonna have to call the city on you. Okay, well, no sooner he walked back home, we had a local police officer living across the street from me, so I walked over to his house. And I said, just curious. I said, if I got to have a building permit, that's fine. I said, I was in the wrong there, but is somebody allowed to walk onto your property and look around for a building permit? And he said, well, no. Unless he could see it from the road, he said, you can't just walk on your property. I said, oh, well, can I write a report for trespassing? He goes, you sure can. Hold on just a second. So he went and got his book. I wrote up a report. He walked about 4 houses over, and the guy a ticket for trespassing. So
nice.
So I paid my $50 building permit, and he paid his $200 trespassing fee. So there you go.
Yeah. I mean, luckily where I live, I could literally build a house and not have to have a permit.
God, that'd be nice.
But when it comes to utilities and things like that, it's all got to be professional.
Yeah. Hey, Arrow, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I'll just mention that while I'm in there. Won't matter if code enforcement... Yep. Yeah, exactly. If the code enforcement commies show up. Now, the only thing you'd have to do is have your state permits, right? If you're building a house.
No, I don't have to have any permits like that.
Oh, really?
I mean, as long as it's on property that I own, or, the person who owns the property gives me permission, it doesn't matter.
That's cheating there. I suppose the only time it would ever actually affect you is when you went to sell it.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
Just for inspection purposes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you just use common sense when you're building, most people overbuild a house anyway if they're building it for themselves. I don't know. It drives me insane, some of the red tape you got to jump through.
Yeah, and, that's a problem. Like, right now, where I'm living right now, it's actually considered a floodplain.
Ah, okay.
So, this house that I'm in now, I can't add anything onto it, or my insurance company will go after it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, that's kind of the whole... onto that one, anyway.
Looks like Robert had a case of nosy neighbors there. As we had tomato plants growing in our greenhouse, and one of the neighbors peeked over the fence and asked us if we were growing pot. I'd have told him yes. See how long it takes for the cops to show up and arrest you for growing tomato plants. Of course, now, hell, I don't know, is Idaho the same way we are here? Now it's legal. Well, it's not legal, I guess. What do they call it? It's a non-prosecutorial law. So basically, they don't press charges on you.
Yeah, they don't bother unless it's over a certain amount.
Are some counties left in the U.S. no inspection, no permit? Just build it? Still gonna have to do a state, septic inspection. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is here. Like I said, utilities and sanitation, stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to build an off-grid, and not have any lines going out of the house, you probably get away with it.
Oh yeah.
Here, I don't know. It's kind of Montana's a little weird as far as their building codes go, because you have city codes, you have county codes, and you have state codes. And a lot of city codes depend on whether or not the city is incorporated. So if you live in a town that doesn't have a mayor, basically, you can do whatever you want. But if you live in a town that has a mayor, now you're liable to city codes. So it's great fun.
Yeah, outside of the city where I lived, you could literally do everything. You could literally dig your own well, you could even dig your own septic tank, you could do all that and not need a single permit because I was far enough outside of the city. And, literally, I even talked to a sheriff about it. He just said, they don't even look.
Well, I guess if you want to build it and keep it for yourself, why the hell not, right?
Exactly. But, I don't know how it would come across selling it. They made it not even be able to sell it as an actual bill. The next person might have to take it as is.
Yeah, and do a cash deal or sell just property.
Yeah. In fact, there's a lot of places like that here in Ohio that do that.
Can't get in. Well, Uncle Krusty, what are you doing wrong? Not the first time you've had to say that. Well, no, not in Discord. Click the link that I sent you. I'll see you pop up. Sounds like a personal problem. The link I sent you in Discord, Uncle Krusty, click that. I'll see you come up on the screen and I'll bring you into the room. Easy peasy, man. Waiting. I don't know. If you need to, I can send you the link again, Uncle. Just let me know. But yeah, it's I don't know. I guess the inspections and the red tape is there for a reason, but it sometimes gets really, really in the way. Like right now, here's a stupid law for you. If you... Yeah, you're on your phone. It's fine. It'll work. If you build a new garage that's in the alleyway, hey, tennis shoes, and your old garage is sitting right on the line, you can tear everything down but one I think it's one stud and remodel from there. If you tear down that one stud, you have to move the garage in 15 feet from the property line. So basically, you lose half your lot. It's great fun. But if you tear everything down but one stud, you can build just fine. I don't know how to say that. Aerotrope Sense? Is that how you say that? You're thinking of moving to Great Falls. Nice city. Depends on what you want out of it. It's got everything you need. Not a whole lot of big name shopping and stuff like that, but it's got some locally owned stores that are pretty cool. Decent people. It's, you know, if you're coming from Southern California, you'll probably be fine with it. For us here, it's getting a little dicey, but not bad. Good school system. I gotta say that because my wife's sitting right here, so.
Save your answer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Uncle, let me send you the link again here. Hold on just a second. Okay, I might have to step him through this. Hold on. And paste and send. Okay. Click the big blue link at the top. Should see you come in the room there, Uncle. Ah, Hippie 605 is in here. It proves you don't own the property. Well, yeah. Now there you go. Now Hippie's another common law or organic law guy. You're done with California. Yeah. Can't say I blame you there. Now, what I will tell you, and I tell you this to everybody who moves to any state, not just Montana, but leave your beliefs behind. Don't come to Montana and try to change it for the better, quote unquote. There's a reason you're moving here. Leave it the way it is, or don't come at all. Other than that, you're welcome. Not to be mean, but I hate when everybody comes here and then say, well, you know, if you just did it this way, that's how we did it in No. No. The reason you left is because they did it that way. Stay out.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happened here in Ohio.
Sanibel Island, Florida had 50% of the property value rules. Cost more than 50% had to be brought completely up to code. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yoga Fan says Nodak, which is North Dakota, would appreciate that it be left behind and understands what a rhino is. I'm guessing. Yeah, just Uncle Krusty, you must be having some trouble getting on. I haven't seen you pop up yet. Yeah, it's I don't know. I've dealt with many of an out-of-stater that has moved here. East Coast raised, SoCal planted after military, and I've had it. Well, you're more than welcome. Like I said, just leave your preconditioned thoughts behind. Oh yeah, and if you do move to Montana, get your license plates changed as soon as possible because they are sticklers on that. If you make a living wage in Montana, you drive with, well, yeah, that, and people don't like California plates. Just saying. Restream timed you out. AG, did you have any problems getting in?
No, but I did have to, do the whole setup and everything like that.
Oh, yeah. But try again, Krusty. That link should be live for you. Heads here. Nice to see you. So, I don't know how to say that. A retro sense. Ahaha! I figured it out. It's as bad as trying to read damn license plates. Yeah, I do have my own Discord. I will sure get that invitation to you here in just a little bit there, Sergeant Bob. But yeah, just leave any preconceived notions about how things should be behind. You're moving to a new place. Enjoy it. Lots of family in North Dakota, strong roots. Oh, there you go. Most are California, Oregon, and Washington. Well, yoga? Yeah. That's because we knock them out on our border and take them over to your border and wake them back up, and they still keep driving. Best thing ever.
Lucky I don't see very many California plates out here.
Yeah, I suppose it's a little tough to get that far east without, knowing where you're going. But
yeah, I don't think too many Californians come here through corn country.
Of course, you run into, you got all those other idiots over there, so you got your fair share.
Yeah,
New York, New Jersey.
Yeah, definitely Washington.
There you go, Yoga. Now you're thinking. Continue to send them on to Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Minnesota's already screwed anyway, so you can send them there. Sergeant Bob, that's a very true statement. I don't know if I can. Well, I guess. Is my mature tag on? No, it's not. I suppose I should turn before I say anything inappropriate. Let's see. Your audience only. Now I could read it. Let's see.
Yeah, it was funny when I lived in Georgia for a while. They told me I need to be more of a hillbilly. Well, after the first party, they apologized.
That was said by your realtor, Sergeant Bob. That's funny right there. I got told when I moved here, fit in or fuck off. I'm a hillbilly now. Yeah, we have a saying here in Montana. It's welcome to Montana. When you leaving? Yeah, we wanted to do the no vacancy sign. We have one. You can't get through. Well, Krusty, what the heck? What you doing? Let's see if I click that link. Yeah, it opens right up for me. I don't know. We'll have to try it again some other time. Need more patriots? And yeah. That's pretty sad when you say North Dakota needs more patriots. What has happened to our Dakotas? Is it the oil money that screwed everything up?
Importation.
Yeah. I'm wondering how many refugees have moved over in the Dakotas.
Moved or placed?
Well, technically placed. Sodak is okay. Yeah, that's actually where I'm originally from, is Mitchell, South Dakota. But I moved out here long enough ago that I am officially now a Montanan. Took a while. That's the other thing, AR, don't... You're not going to be a Montanan for a while, just to let you know. Interstate 90 and yep, the Corn Palace. Oh, God. I don't ever want to talk about the Corn Palace.
That's something I want to hear about.
Oh, God. So in Mitchell, South Dakota, it's funny because, well, I'll see if I can, maybe I can bring up a picture of the dang thing. Let's see. Corn Palace. the world's only corn palace. That is just the dumbest thing you ever seen in your life.
Oh no, I am from Ohio.
Well, yeah, we won't hold that against you. Here, hold on a second. Let me flip back over to right here. So here is the world's only corn palace. So what they do is this is a building that, if I remember correctly, they shipped this over from, I want to say it was either Germany or I want to say it was Germany is where they shipped it from originally. That's this old world columns that you see on the bottom left. That's how it originally looked. And when it showed up here, the craziest part was, of course, when it got to South Dakota, which I highly doubt they have any pictures of it. But it had swastikas on it from Nazi Germany. If you go and take a tour of this building, you'll see some of the original pictures that have the swastika on them. But what they do is every year, there's multiple artists that show up and design the murals that you see on the side there. Now those murals are different grains, mostly corn, that they split and staple onto this building to make those pictures. Which used to be really, really cool when you were a kid. And then you grow up with it for a while and you realize that you're growing up with the world's largest bird feeder. And the funniest part was there was enough tourists that were complaining that they have now started to treat the corn and poison it so the birds don't want to eat it. So there was enough tourists that were getting crapped on that they decided they needed to do something about it. But yeah, basically it's just a wide open auditorium, but it's a, I don't know, interesting place, I guess. If you don't grow up with it, it probably looks pretty cool. But oh, see, now there's one of the originals. Let's see if I can move that over to where we can see it a little bit here. Hold on just a second. Bigger. And this one bigger. And of course now we've lost the picture. Let's see. Hold on. Doing this on the fly, so you'll have to forgive me a little bit. So that center picture right there. Does anybody notice that little symbol on it right there? This was when it was over in Germany. Now you notice the columns are much shorter. When they shipped it over here, they put a base on it. Made it quite a bit taller. But yeah, that's the story behind the world's only corn palace. There's also some ghost stories and stuff like that go with it. There's some pictures of that center steeple there that's open with the bell tower. There were some pictures with some figures standing in the bell tower. But
see, now that'd be kind of interesting to learn the history of the original building, to see actually what it was used for.
Yeah, it was basically a kind of an opera house or, concert coliseum in Germany. And yeah, we acquired it, you could say. So
history and all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one strange part, was realizing where it came from. It has a little bit of a dark history to it.
It's still interesting, even if it is, I mean, it's history all the same.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I feel sorry for, some of the people that because the Native Americans had used the swastika symbol long before that, this dipshit got a hold of it. And it was actually a symbol of peace.
An India thing.
What's that?
Wasn't it like an India thing, and it was a symbol of religious purity or something like that?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a symbol of basically forever peace. And yeah, Twiddlebutt got a hold of it and made it something that was horrible. And of course, you still have the interesting folks nowadays that are running with it. But you have an in-law from... Oh, good Lord. You have an in-law from Kimball. Oh, this is getting scary because I have relatives in Kimball, Montana. Or Kimball, South Dakota. If you guys ever get a chance, make sure to try out the Kimball popcorn balls. They're, yeah, they make them with honey. Oh, God, they're good. You can fonder yourself on them. Owned an
I
apartment
think
building.
I've actually had them before.
You've had a Kimball popcorn ball? There's
Yeah,
a possibility. They're nationwide now. They're in a bunch of gas stations. But it started off a little, I want to say, was it a Cenex store? I think it was a Cenex store. And what they were doing was they were bringing the high schoolers over and letting them make popcorn balls and sell them in that store for, you know, prom and all that kind of fun stuff. And they got, because they're right on I-90, or Kimball's right on I-90. And they got so popular that people started wanting to order them when they got home. They wanted to order boxes of these damn Kimball popcorn balls. And it has now grown into a nationwide company. Damnedest thing. But they're good. Oh, God, they're good. And they're still better at the gas station where they all started.
Of course, you ship it. You lose a lot of the original.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of
You
flavor,
got to
I
worry
guess.
about shelf life and stuff like that. Where these guys are, literally, they got, like a movie theater popcorn popper and mix it up in the back room of this gas station. Oh, you just can't beat them.
Yeah, something can be said about atmosphere. You eating them in your car or outside or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's more than worth it. So if you get a chance, you're traveling through South Dakota, stop there. You don't have to stop for the Corn Palace if you don't want to. I completely understand. But
For the longest time, I actually considered moving to South Dakota.
Really? It's not a bad state. I will say, no, I probably shouldn't say that out loud because then I'll have a bunch of people moving to Montana. The winters are worse in South Dakota than they are in Montana, by far.
See, now that doesn't bug me. I like the winter.
Yeah. I like my Chinooks too much when it's really cold and really shitty outside, and then yes, Chinook blows in and melts it all away, and it's like 45, 50 degrees outside. And that it can turn back cold again. That's fine, but at least it gives you some sort of reprieve. But when you, especially eastern South Dakota, because the problem with South Dakota is you get the Gulf winds along with the lake effect snow, so it's high humidity all year round. But the snow never goes away; it just keeps piling up. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, have at it.
Yeah, I've always been a winter guy. I mean, I'll go out and no shirt on, shovel snow. Scare my neighbors.
Yeah. That's good for him. Let's see. Sarge says he bought a building for 182, sold it for 540, no realtor. Wow. Are you looking to adopt? Just curious. Guy making that kind of cash, I'd be up for it. So the in-laws in Kimball, Yoga, sometime we're gonna have to compare notes and see who your in-laws are. I might know them. And Uncle Krusty, I don't know what to do. He says he still can't get in, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you have some sort of... Are you using your cell phone, you said? Because if you are, you may have some sort of like pop-up blocker or something on there that's not letting you get in. But seems odd. Yeah. Let's see, what else happened in the world today? Do I even want to look at the news? You guys tell me first. Do I even want to see the news?
Believe it or not, I've been avoiding the news the last couple of days.
I can't say I blame you. It just doesn't do anything but piss you off.
Exactly, and my blood pressure's been showing for it lately.
Uncle Krusty, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. When the next time Grot's on, we'll figure out, because he's doing it from his cell phone. So I would think it could be working. I don't know.
It could be the internet or the provider.
Well, yeah, that's. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it. Went and looked at the news. Top story. George Soros, everybody's favorite uncle, donates another $500,000 to the pro-Newsom effort as California governor faces a recall election. Huh.
Wouldn't it be nice to have that kind of money to waste?
Oh, God. I'm still shocked how much he looks like Emperor Palpatine.
He really does.
I mean, give the guy a black cloak and he'd be right there.
Kind of look like a Skeletor.
Oh, yeah, there's a little Skeletor there. Yeah, okay. Oh, good lord. Well, see, now our president is saved because someone came to his rescue. Ocasio-Cortez defends Biden on his disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal. War is addictive, she says.
Cortez.
Yeah. Your phone died 5 minutes ago. How long were you staring at a blank screen? Curious. Let's see. What other stupid stuff has happened today? Oh. You know, this is just stupidity here. This is the last headline I'm going to read because I can already feel my blood pressure going up. Dan Rathers, who's a schmuck, claims people critical of Biden's admin for abandoning women's rights in Afghanistan are eager to control women's bodies in America.
Yeah.
He's a dipshit. Why is it these people just don't die? You ever notice that? Like George Soros. For God's sakes, what's keeping him alive? Or Dan Rathers. I mean, Dan Rathers was old when I was a kid. They just don't die.
Well, it's like that one court justice. What was her name? That was like 90 some years old.
You're talking about. Oh, damn. I just had her name. Now I lost it. Ruth
like
Bader
99%.
Ginsburg.
Yeah, the one that spent like 90% of her court life asleep on the bench.
Mm-hmm. The funniest part was everybody was upset. Remember, they were just livid that she died and Trump was going to replace her. The funniest part was all she had to do was retire. She just had to retire 3-4 years earlier. It wouldn't have been a question. But no, they get this power trip and they don't want to let go of it. And they ride it to the end. And then they complain when they have to be replaced, depending on what president's in there,
No, yeah. If it had been Hillary at the time, everybody would have been cheering. And
Oh, God, yeah. Yep.
there probably would have been a national holiday for her and everything like that. Hell, to be honest, I'm afraid they haven't already. I'm amazed they haven't already started that.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Well, we're going to have, 26 frickin' Supreme Court justices here pretty quick, so it won't matter.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, and here's some California logic for you. San Francisco pilot program to pay at-risk people hundreds per month to refrain from gun violence. We're gonna pay you, $300 or $400 a month to not shoot anybody. Does that sound good? How's that sound? Is that all right? They wonder why California's broke. It just makes no sense. Meowdy, a black cat. I shouldn't have done it. AG, why'd you let me do it?
Sorry about that. I'm back.
What'd you do wrong? Break something?
Yeah, I had to refill my pipe.
Aha. Oh yeah, you were saying that tobacco prices were up so high you stopped buying cigars and went to smoking a pipe, huh?
Well, it wasn't so much the price of tobacco, it was the price of cigars.
Oh. What
Especially
the hell?
the hand-rolled ones. Yeah, apparently the cigar industry, supposedly anyway, they took a big hit through COVID and had to shut down and all this stuff. So finding hand-rolled cigars right now, good luck.
Really?
At least
course
one's here in America.
Of course, I know Copenhagen and shut down for, I don't know what the heck it was, 4 or 5 months. Luckily, I had a good supply of Copenhagen at the time, so I didn't have to worry about it too much.
But yeah, so instead of paying like $50 for, a box of cigars, I'm paying like $20 for a month's worth of tobacco.
The pipe's not so bad.
Yeah, exactly. And technically, it's probably better for me because there's not so much additives in it.
Oh, yeah.
And if I really wanted to, I could just grow mine.
Well, and Jose didn't lick the outside of it to get it to stick, too. So, I mean...
Yeah.
That's a plus.
Come from some field where, some illegal piss in the field or whatever.
I don't know. That'd be one thing that I should either figure out how to quit or stock up, because I got a feeling it's going to get... Well, I know my Copenhagen's already went up yet again. Another, 45 cents. So, getting awesome, let me tell you. Got a couple of Cubans in a box. You should let them out. Or can they breathe all right? Hand delivered by a friend from Havana. Oh, there you go.
And do they have papers?
I was gonna say. I hope he's talking cigars, because if he's smuggling Cubans, we got a problem. Monte Cristos. Oh, there you go. There you go, AG. Get with Sergeant Bob. He's got some hand rolls for you.
Nah, sorry. I'm gonna I'm an American smoker.
Well, yeah, Uncle Krusty, you've been using a tobacco pipe, but are you putting tobacco in it? That's the question.
Silence.
Uh-huh. If I had him, if he could get on Restream, we'd have some fun here, but I'd pick on him the whole damn time. That's why he's blocked. Oh, okay, all right. Working fine. He just doesn't come on. That's what it is.
Either that or whatever he's putting in his pipes kind of,
Well, yeah, that could be too. Kind of blurry-eyed and... Only tobacco in the briarwood. There you go. That glass pipe that, has some other stuff in it. But it's getting on about 8:30, so I suppose we should probably start some music up. Any other suggestions out there before we switch over for preps that we need to be looking at? I know somebody was saying out east that Sam's Club and Costco are starting to limit the, I think it's toilet paper, paper towels, and bottled water. I don't know what the deal is
I haven't seen
there.
anything like it. Not here, anyway.
Yeah, this was a guy over in Michigan was talking about it this morning.
Well, I mean, I've got a whole closet full of 5-gallon bottles of water, so I'm not worried about that.
Oh, there you go. Now, who do you have for a water provider? Do you have like Culligan out there, or who do they?
Believe it or not, I get my water from, I actually get it from Kroger's, just 5-gallon Kroger.
Oh, okay. The
purified water.
Meh. That's one thing I don't see out here anymore. We used to have the where you could go into the grocery store and fill your own bottle, and it was tap water that they had ran through their filtration system. But there's just not any of them around anymore. I mean, even like the Walmarts used to have them, they took them out.
Well, the ones here, they're actually literally like artesian water. It's
Oh, okay.
We've got quite a bit of artesian wells here in Ohio.
What is a top-o-matic pipe? Oh, and tubes. Okay, I see. Yes, I had a top. Okay, trying to remember back to my smoking days. I think mine was a top-o-matic. You're talking about the tubes that you plug your own tobacco in. Not necessarily rollies, but close. You got Baba Gone your own well. Yeah, I do have access to that also, but
That's the problem here. I can't even dig a well where I'm at now because in this county, any groundwater is considered state property.
Oh, that's right, because you have like some weird underground lake thing going on over there, don't you?
Oh yeah, and eventually this whole area where I'm living is going to sink into it. So yeah, beach.
Sweet. So, like, will you have lakefront if you're high enough, or what? How's that work out?
Chances are I myself will probably be in the middle of the lake.
Oh, well, that's not a good place to be.
Plenty of fishing.
That's true. That's true. You wouldn't need what is that? The fish view, the camera that you can put under the water.
Nah, I'll be under the water. Yeah, it was odd. They used to do tours of the. They literally had a cave that ran right down to it under the water department, and you used to be able to go down, walk around, and they did guided tours of a small area, and you could see little blind fish and everything like that in it.
Now they've shut all that off, or?
Oh yeah, it's all. They don't even talk about it.
Wonder what the deal is there. But before I click off everybody, or all of our other watchers, I got a few out there. I'm just going to say goodbye to those guys. And if they haven't had a chance, if you guys, haven't looked at the website that is up and running right now, go ahead and get over there. It's montanafree.net. You should find something useful on there, I hope. There's about 20 different categories that I'm running right now. So take a look at that. If you'd like to become a Subscribe Star member, you can do that down below. And if you want to donate in any other way, there is a Cash App link too for those folks that aren't on DLive and can't give lemons. You know, the cool crowd. But anyway, I'm going to tell you folks good night. I'm going to shut those streams off, so just bear with me for a little bit, AG.